Welcome to another sunny day vlog. So today is Sunday, April 5th. For those of you wondering, I know the days are kind of mixing together for a lot of people. I am currently still at 2,000 and something odd words. I ended up not writing last night. I was so tired from work, mentally exhausted, physically exhausted. So I showered as soon as I got home and I literally fell asleep. And I thought I was just gonna have a nap, but no. I fell asleep and I stayed asleep until Lizzie, my dog, woke me up at 7:45 this morning. So we've been having a great day so far. Haven't written yet and it's just afternoon. There's Lizzie, oh my goodness. So precious, so sweet. So on the docket today, we are going to be writing. I'm hoping to get at least 2,000 words done. That way I'm a couple of days ahead in terms of my 20,000 word goal, but we will see where we're at in a little bit. I have been vlogging the last couple of days, so I figured I would entertain you guys with a little bit of that footage right now. Got a cozy girl this morning. Look at how cozy you look. Interns.
They're barely working.
And then we have a nice professor, senior, so he has a secretary, and this is his office.
It's not very private.
Hello, sir. Okay, that's really close. That'd actually be a nice render.
Okay.
It's the next day. I'm wearing the same shirt. Sue me. Also, my eye bags, they look awful, but I swear it's just my glasses. No, it's just my eye bags. We're getting back at it today. Yesterday, I wrote exactly 1,000 words, which I thought was wonderful. So I'm officially at 2,169 words. I don't necessarily want to write 1,000 words today. It's currently 9:48 p.m. My goal is to maybe write 300. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but I have a couple other things I want to do before I go to bed, and I don't want to write a whole lot. Plus, I am well on my way to the 20,000 words. So long as I get a couple words today, then I am good. But that is where I'm at the moment. So I'm going to get started writing now. I am so happy for so late at night. Quarantine's getting to me, guys. It really is. Lizzie? You trying to escape? But the door's closed. What are you doing? Come here. You're not allowed to escape. We're gonna stay in here forever. You're quarantined with me, girl. I set the alarm for 10 minutes and I forgot to turn on my volume. So even though I was wearing my headphones and the alarm went off, I didn't hear it. But I ended up writing for what felt natural until I finished my thought process. So it's 10:16 right now. I haven't checked to see how many words I wrote. So let's see. Let's hit the target. 534 words. That's awesome. I've also officially hit over 20,000 in my Scrivener document. Doesn't mean I've hit the 20,000 in like the actual Camp NaNoWriMo goal, but I hit over 20,000 in my document, and that's wonderful. I know I'm not super excited because I know I have a long way to go, but at the same time, I'm kind of proud of myself because all of that is words that I've written this year. So that's wonderful. And so let me show ya. Look at that. Wonderful. 534 words, 20,250. And that means I get to update my NaNoWriMo page. So let's go on and update it. So I have written, so you can also see I haven't updated the project cover yet because I am not finished. It's 534, right? Yeah. Okay, good. Update progress. And let's see. Let's go into my page. The website, I know it's been the same since November and a little bit before that, but it's still kind of confusing. Okay, there we go. Look at that. I'm well above the line. Well above it. So today, 2,703. Awesome. Supposed to be at 2,000 today. The other thing I've been doing this year that I haven't really talked about is I've actually been tracking how many words I write per day. I have a spreadsheet going on Google Sheets, and it has actually been really helpful. I thoroughly enjoy going in. I don't go in every day and update it, Obviously the days I don't write, I know what I'm not writing because the last time I wrote was the last time I updated it, but I'm just updating today's. I have a tracker of how many words I've written this year, and as of right now, adding the 534 words in there, I've written 39,355 words this year. And as you saw, 20,250 words of those were for Prince of Gloom. So I'm doing wonderful. I'm really happy with it. So far for April, obviously I've only done the 2,703 words, but my biggest word month has been March, where I wrote 14,364 words. That's all because I did that 24-hour writing challenge. So maybe at some point this month, I might go through and do a 24-hour writing challenge. To be honest, I don't know though, because as lucky, I feel so fortunate and lucky to be able to say this, but at the same time, I know some people might not like it. I am so fortunate to be able to still be working during this time. That means I do have to go in to my work, and next week I'm pretty much working every single day. I know a lot of people are obviously staying at home at work and they don't know what their future in terms of work and employment is going to be. I feel so fortunate that I'm able to still continue to work during this time, but it is kind of scary because you never know how many people in your area possibly could have the virus, possibly don't. I know where I live, there have been a couple of confirmed cases, so I just got to be diligent, be very vigilant, watch out, wash your hands. As soon as I get home, I make sure I shower and scrub off any kind of bad germs from the day. Constantly washing my work clothing just to make sure that everything is nice and clean and there's no cross-contamination. But I do think that working during April, not that it's bad, but that's normally why I don't participate in Camp NaNoWriMo, because my work schedule starts to get a little bit crazy, and then the July one, it gets even crazier. So we will see how long I'm able to keep up with the writing, but even if I just go in every day and write 534 words, I'm still going to hit that 20,000 word mark, and I'm still going to be doing amazing, because any words are good words. Even if they're bad words, they're still good words. In case you're wondering, this is what this looks like for my Google Sheets. So I have my words. You can't see it, but this is my daily word count. This is my total words. So I have a tracker right up here that tells me the total words, and then I just plug that number in here. So we're at 39,355. This right here is how many hours I spent working. So I spent less than 1 hour today, but you know what? I'm going to put in a full hour because I feel like that. And then I write my project. Should probably spell it Prince correctly, shouldn't I? There we go, Prince of Gloom. And then this right here is my mood tracker. So how I feel I went with the writing, or at least my emotions towards it. So today was a good writing day. So I put green. The other colors that I have in here, which you'll see, are like a yellowish color for an okay day, but not overly the best. An orange day for days that I felt really frustrated with my writing. Pink are days that I went to write-ins. So my writing group actually still sometimes gets together. Obviously, I haven't been to one in a while. The last one that I went to was March the 5th. And after that, that's when I went on my trip. And since then, everybody has been in lockdown. But I've been to a couple this year. As you can see, there's a couple there. So far, I think I only have 2 orange days this year, and those are days that I was working on. I know it doesn't say there, but I know for sure I was working on Sweet Dreams, and I was just super, super upset with it. So that's when you can see I switched to book ideas, and then that is another project that I am not going to be working on at any time soon, but I had an idea for it, and it's technically a book idea, but I made it its own thing because I was strictly working on that one. And then after that, I tried continuing on Sweet Dreams, and then I switched to Prince of Gloom at the beginning of March. And I've been happy with Prince of Gloom ever since. But yeah, so I had my first, or I guess that's my second orange day. I've had another orange day at the very beginning of the year. As you can see, I was calling it Dream Sweet initially, but it's Sweet Dreams. And yes, oh, and then the other header that I have up here is coffee beverages. And as you can see, there's very, very few because I don't really drink much coffee. That's a 2-day. I don't know what day that was, but I was probably trying that coffee trend of the whipped coffee. Oh, there's another 2. But yeah. Oh, that was my, that was the big day. That was the almost 12,000 words. That's why I had 2. And somewhere off in the distance, But this was my 24-hour word day that I was tracking. So, had the date, had the times, how many words I wrote, how many sprints I did, drinks, and whatnot. But yeah, so that'll be fun. I'll eventually move that over if I ended up doing another 24-hour sprint challenge. So that is where I am at currently for the year, and I am planning on continuing doing this until hopefully the end of the year. And we'll see how it goes, see how many words I end up writing. So that's it for day 3 of Camp NaNoWriMo. I'll see you on day 4. Got a little bit of a plant update here. As you can see, I just watered it, but it's also a little bit rainy out. And the tulips are starting to put on some beautiful color, which is great. It's exactly what I want, because inside they were staying too light green. These guys, I don't really know. Oh, it's growing another one. Okay, I'm really happy about that. That I'm really happy about. Okay, let's move on. Let's see what else we got going on. This guy has pushed out some more leaves too. He's much bigger today than he was a couple of days ago. So that's wonderful. And the buds are bigger today. That's beautiful. This guy still has nothing, but that's okay. He'll grow eventually. No flowers yet on the hellebores, just leaves. But who knows, that could be a flower right there. It's growing though. It's looking beautiful. Now you can beg my avocado toast.
What am I having?
Nothing.
Nothing. Chocolate liver.
You know what I realized, Dad? When I woke up at 7:45, I didn't even finish my hot chocolate from yesterday. Please ignore my hair. I do look crazy. You want the last little bit? Okay, there you go. Love you. There is my unfinished hot chocolate from yesterday. It still tastes good. I mean, I only used water. I didn't use milk in it like some people do. Look at their plants. Here, Lizzie, can you come here, please? Come here, come here. No, 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 out of the garden. Come here. Right here. Sit. Sit, sit, sit. Sit, sit, sit. Oh, good listening. Look at how pretty you are. Yeah. Are we going for a walk? Is it beautiful? Yeah. Okay, let's go back. Good morning. I just asked Emily what day it was. It's April 5th. And you know the answer she gave me? The 27th. That's how many days she is into her quarantine. Anyways.
It's still March.
No, it's not. It's April 5th, Sunday. Come here. Oh, goodness. My chives have certainly come back. Same with my green onions and my oregano. Love it. That's a weed. And we're back in my lair. Welcome. Nothing really has changed, although I did get a new lamp. I don't know if that was on in the last video that I made, but I got a new lamp, so hopefully the lighting's a little bit better. Anyways, before I actually get to writing, I wanted to talk to you about my writing playlist. I know I'm procrastinating actually starting writing today, but writing with music, I love it. And so I have a playlist on my Spotify called Prince of Gloom, which most of my playlists on my Spotify are private, but this one I made public. And on the NaNoWriMo website, it asks you to link a project playlist along with it. So that one's linked there, and I will also link it down below. But I figured I would tell you guys some of the songs that I have on there that make me think of my story every time I hear them, and it's wonderful. The first one that I have is Like No One's Watching by Molly Sandén. She's a Swedish pop artist I've been listening to for a number of years, and I've heard that song and I've loved it since it pretty much came out in 2015, but it wasn't until January when I started when I came up with the idea for this book and I started planning it out, where some of the lines in the song they worked almost too well. So that's number 2 on the playlist, but number 1 that I'm going to mention here. The next one that I have is London by Mokita. I believe that's how you pronounce the artist name. I heard it, and the tone of the song, it's a little bit slow, a little bit sappy, but it's just too cute. And I think it fits with the mood of one of my characters in the story. So I love listening to it. The next one, which kind of took me by surprise because I had never heard this song until it came up on one of my recommended, you can choose a song on Spotify and start a radio. So what it'll do is it'll pick a whole bunch of songs that are similar in sound or similar artists, and it'll create a playlist for you. And so Ordinary Day by Vanessa Carlton popped up, and when I heard it, I was like, this fits. This works so well. So I've listened to it so many times on repeat because it relates so much to my story and to the mood that I'm trying to figure out for the story. It's just wonderful. So yeah, that one is definitely on there. And then the last one I wanted to mention, which is a recent addition. It's the most recent addition that I have to the playlist, and I literally added it today because I just heard it for the first time today, but it works so well. And that is the song January Gloom by All Time Low. So I am a huge All Time Low fan. I have a number of their actual records, like their vinyl records. I got them just after Christmas. And this one's from their newest album that came out on Friday called Wake Up Sunshine. And it works so well because A, the word gloom is in the title, and my working title is Prince of Gloom, and B, I came up with the name, or I came up with the entire storyline in January, so that works out well. Plus, the theme of the song kind of fits so perfectly with what the world is experiencing right now. So I had to include that one in my playlist just because it works, and I love it, and I love All Time Low, so that one's just going to be there. But if you want to check out the rest of my songs on the playlist, I will have it linked down below. And if you have any song suggestions that you think I might like based on the songs that are on the playlist or just in general, please leave them down below. I'm always looking to hear new music and get inspired just by that. Okay, enough rambling. I'm going to get my laptop and we're going to go to the front porch and actually start writing. I'm out on the porch just writing, and my sister opens up the door, and now we have a guest. Hello, Lizzie. Hello. She's a neighborhood watchdog, just watching the neighborhood. Dun dun dun. Hello. Hello. Oh, there you are. Hello. You're cute. But yes, so writing is going really well. I updated the website with 300 and something words. I can't remember, but I set up my time lapse, which you just saw, and now I am at 654 words. So we're going well. I think I'm going to try to write until I get to about 1,000 words, and then at that point take a break, maybe have some lunch because it's 2:20 p.m. And yeah, my sister is at the front door listening to me film. That's fun. Bye. Bye, Lizzie. Toes again. Okay, so I am pretty much done writing for today. I have finished at 2,014 words, so I hit my 2,000 word goal. Yay! As you can see though, I am completely covered in sunlight. While nice for the vitamin D, I don't want to be getting a sunburn this early. Plus, it's kind of hard to write with the light right in my face. See? There we go. And there's me. Hello. See how bright the screen is? It's too difficult to write like this. But yes, that is where I am at. I'm really happy with it. But we'll talk when I'm back in my lair. Look at my ranunculus. They are ranunculus, ridiculous. Oh, these violet bicolor are so beautiful. They're stunning. I love it. And the white ones, so beautiful too. Okay, so I've already added in the 342 words from earlier. So now I am left with 1642. To update my progress. There we go. Look at that curve. Oh yeah. Yeah, yesterday I didn't write as I told you guys, but today I did, and I'm at 4,687 words. That's fantastic. And today's goal was 3,335. So I am doing really, really well, which means I can stay at that level for almost, for 2 more days. But don't worry, I hopefully will write tomorrow. I am back in my lair now. I definitely got some sun. My face is obviously a lot more red than it was before. I am on chapter 5. That's what I've been working on for the past couple of days. Last time I wrote, which was 2 days ago, I started off the chapter and I put it aside and I started writing the second half of the chapter today, which ended up working out really, really well. I ended up getting obviously over 2,000 words with just the second half of the chapter. What I realized is that the first half of the chapter, if you don't already know, the project I'm working on, it's called Prince of Gloom. It's just the working title. Can't tell by the project title name, which I'm calling it Prince of Gloom. It is a royalty romance. Royalty romance is my favorite genre of books to read. I absolutely love the Selection series by Kiara Cass. I love the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer, which is fantastic. And then another series that I also really love, if you're looking for a recommendation, it's by Nicole Chase. I don't know what the series is called, but the books are Suddenly Royal, Recklessly Royal, and Reluctantly Royal. And those 3 are fantastic. I absolutely love them. But yeah, my story is a royalty romance, and the first half of the chapter chapter, the king was making a speech, an announcement to the people of the country. And I found that I just couldn't get the wording correct because I haven't been surrounded by any royal proclamations or anything like that in a long time, or I haven't read a royalty romance in a while, so I'm kind of out of practice. But today, the queen announced or made a speech to the people, so I've been watching that. And I think it's giving me a really good idea for how I want to progress with that speech. I'm not going to work on it today. I think I still need to figure out some of the wording in my head a little bit more. So maybe that'll be tomorrow's job, is tackling that speech. But as for the rest of the chapter, it went so well. I only sat on my front porch for like 2 hours, maybe a little bit less, and I was able to write over 2,000 words, which is fantastic. I'm normally never able to get 1,000 words in an hour. My total for my Scrivener document is 22,264 words, which is wonderful. Guys, those words are racking up. I definitely don't think that this story is going to be any less than 50,000 words. I don't even think it's going to be less than 80,000 words at this point. When I finished my previous project, Starstruck, that one was at 88,000 words, if I'm remembering correctly. I can't remember, but there was also some notes in that document as well, so I could be wrong with those numbers, but I don't remember it being less than 80,000 words. But this one, I think it's on track to be around 100,000 words, which is considered an epic, and yes, there will be a lot of edits that need to be made. That is one of the things that I'm definitely waiting until the second draft to do. At this point, I'm considering this my 0 draft, which I know Kate Kavanaugh talks about a lot. I've already kind of done a basic 0 draft for the first 21 chapters of the book, but I still have the rest to figure out. By the time the 21st chapter has been planned up to, there is still a lot of the book that needs to happen after that. So we will see where we're going. Oh, by the way though, I'm definitely thinking of combining chapters 3 and 4 together, because I found that as I was finishing chapter 4, I don't know, it didn't seem as necessary as it might have been. What I had written for chapter 4 can easily be condensed into chapter 3, making it a little bit longer, but also saving a lot of time in the long run, which I think works out a lot better. Plus, it gets the story moving a lot faster too. Nobody wants a really slow beginning, because the rest of it's just going to be a beautiful burn. Oh, it'll be so great. Oh yes, you guys, I had an idea for a skit. I think it'll be fun. I have to convince my sister though to help me, because I can't film and be the subject of the skit at the same time. So let's see if she's busy. You'll have to see, you'll have to wait. The reason I'm going to wait for it is because this coming week I am working 6 days in a row, and those are going to be really long days plus my commute, so I'm not going to have a lot of time to film other fun things for the vlog. So I figure next time I will throw in the funny skit and we will see how it goes. And I'll also do a garden update next time. I'm going to give my garden a couple days to continue growing before I share some updates with it. Not that I'm planting anything new, but we'll give it a couple days to grow. Yes. It's time for dinner, so I'm going to be making a butternut squash and leek soup, because it's my turn to make dinner tonight. Also wanted to shout out Becca C. Smith in her recent video. She recreated the alien. I can't remember what the alien's name is. Can you believe I've never seen the movie Alien or Aliens? Anyway, she recreated the alien in a purse form, and it is fantastic, spectacular, amazing. Like, her talent is crazy, off the charts. I can't believe too that when I met her in person, not in July, but I saw her again in October, she gave me one of her creations. You're gonna have to wait until the next video to see which one it is, but I promise you it is fantastic. Okay, time for dinner.